Hey guys, it's Itslanyyy. Welcome back to my YouTube video. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below and like this video for love and support. I really appreciate it. So, I just want to start by saying that if you don't like cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery, nose jobs, rhinoplasty, anything like that, I would kindly ask you to leave this video. Leave this video because I don't want any hate comments. I don't want any negativity towards this page because this is literally my dream, my goal since I was 13. I'm gonna make another video of that, why I wanted to do a nose job. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. So if you know me, you know I'm quite insecure. I don't like the shape of my face, my nose. Sometimes I feel like everyone has that, but it's that thing that's bothering you when you just want to get it removed or like changed. This video is for educational purposes, that if you're going through the same thing I'm about to go in 2 months, yay! I hope this video helps you understand more, and I'm going to share my experience throughout episodes, and I hope this helps you. Okay, so we're going to talk about my consultation. I didn't really film my consultation because I felt like that was a bit of a private thing between me and my doctor. So, well, my surgeon, you can say that. The hardest part is like looking for a clinic, looking for a surgeon, looking where am I going to get it done? And it's like, if I choose the wrong clinic, is there such thing as choosing the wrong surgeon, the wrong clinic, like the area? Like, you have to do your research. And I spent literally all my life doing my research. I'm gonna get tissue, hold on. If you don't like this part of your body, that's, you know, that's fine. Most of us are like this. And if you want to change it, I mean, with me, like, that's fine as well. I know people do extreme changes to the point that they become botched, or people do small changes and it's fine. So you have to do your research. You need to go into it in deep and see, what am I doing? Like, how will they do it? Like, with me, I had to research, how can I fix the shape of my nose? What will I be going through? What they're gonna give me? I had to watch so many YouTube videos. I looked into the operation as well. I was watching the actual operation. In the beginning, I was like, oh wow, like they are gonna actually push this bit up. If they are, in fact, I don't even know. Because there are 2 types of surgeries. There's the open and the closed rhinoplasty, and I think mine is gonna be the open one. So I looked into Dr. Julian's work. He is a surgeon in Harley Street and he's got his own clinic. I did look at other clinics as well, and I did book a consultation elsewhere, but it just didn't feel right. I just wanted that specific surgeon to do the operation on me. So I booked a consultation over the phone. Bear in mind, oh my goodness, like it took me ages to get a hold of them. Like, I was calling every week, they didn't pick up. I was doing this, they didn't pick up. Like 2 to 3 weeks calling them. And then until one day they were like, hi, how can I help you? And I was like, I got on the phone. And I called them and I said, hi, I would like to book an appointment with Dr. Julian. And they gave me the details and I was like, yeah, sure, I can do this date. And the deposit was £300 because I was like, yeah, it's Harley Street, guys, come on. My consultation, I believe, was 2 months from the day I called them. So I called them on February, I guess. Yeah, February, I think. I don't remember. So I called them in February, let's just say. I've got sent emails of what to expect when I arrive. You have to fill out a form as well. I think pictures help as well to show them what you want. So yeah, got ready. Everything was fine. The date finally came. I literally woke up 3 hours earlier than I usually do. So I literally woke up at 7. Just couldn't sleep. You just can't sleep. Things like this, you just can't sleep. You just can't stop thinking about it. Like, oh my God, like this is actually happening. Yeah, moments later, there I was in the office, in his office, sat down and I spoke to the nurse saying what I want done on my nose, which I'm going to show you in a second. So excited that I can't even speak. So I started talking to him about why I wanted it, why it's been affecting me, why it's been bothering me, and he was really understanding. He was really nice. he understood what I wanted. He kept like writing notes down. I would explain to him exactly what I wanted, which I'm going to tell you right guys right now. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show you how my nose is now. So I told him that I don't want this massive bulk on my face. I did. I was like, so I feel my nose is quite big, bulky, masculine. I don't have a cute profile. You can see from the side. It's not like small. I want a cute, petite, feminine nose. I want it like cute and small, like small, not too small, but small at the point. I want a point. I don't have a point on my nose. It's just smooth down. So when I smile, it drops down, and I was literally going like this. I want a nose like this. And he was like, yeah, okay, understanding. He was writing everything down on the piece of paper, on the clipboard he had. And then I was like, I've got some pictures to show you. I was doing so much talking. I talk a lot, like so fast that I can't even speak. I was like, I've got some pictures to show you. I know that you can't expect to look like the pictures, but they're just references, like to have an idea of what I actually want. And he was like, okay, I see what we're doing here. Okay. He was writing everything down, and then I stopped and I specifically said, I don't want a straight nose. And I pointed to my nose and I was like, I don't want a nose just going straight down. Like, I want the flick. I want a bit piggy. And he was like, we can do piggy, but not too much piggy, because when you're older, your nose would look, will not drop, but it wouldn't look good, because you get, you know, we all age. So when I start aging, my nose won't look that good. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Just not too piggy, but a bit piggy. But I don't want a straight nose down or like flat. I want it curved up to the point. You can't really see my nostrils. So just like smalling it down, narrowing it down here, making a bit up. And he was like, what about your bridge? And I was like, well, it is straight. You know, it's not something that it would bother me, but if you had to touch my bridge to make the nose I want, do it. I don't know how, for me to get the nose I want and he has to touch my bridge to make it a bit down and flick it, then yeah, do it, I said. Then he was like, okay. So the front, this side, pictures of this side, and pictures of up here. And then he took a look inside my nose. So he got like this really long metal, it's like a straw, I would say. Didn't hurt, it was just cold, was that nothing, you know. So he looked through this one and he was like, okay. Then he looked for this one and was like, I see something that we should be discussing more about. And I was like, oh my God, what if he can't do the nose I want? I'm like, is there an issue? And he's like, no, it's not a big issue. It's just that from here, you've got a deviated septum. And I was like, I kind of knew what that was-ish, but I didn't, like, in my mind, never came across me having a crooked nose. Because you look straight, you can't really tell that it's crooked. And I was like, well, it doesn't look like it. And it was like, yeah, from the inside it is. And then I was still confused. And he was like, if you breathe from one, like, nostril and then cover the other one and start breathing, there's a difference. And he pulled the mirror up and I lifted my chin up and I looked. And he was like, you see that little bump like there? And I was like, yeah. And I always thought that was just part of my nose. Like, it is, but normal. And he was like, well, your nose is bending like that in the inside and it doesn't affect the outside, so you doesn't really show you're crooked. And he was like, if I shrink your nose, we're gonna have to fix that septum over here, because what's gonna happen is that the hole will be like this on this side. When we shrink it will be like that. But on the other side, when we shrink it and it's already like this, because one hole is like this, the other one's bigger. So if I shrink this one, it'll be like that, and this one's already like that, it's going to go like this. So I won't be able to breathe on this side. Which means I'll be like breathing on this side only. And I was like, oh no. Let's get that fixed as well. I want a straight, like, I got to think about my health as well. Not just, oh my God, not just beauty. So we were just looking more at the nose. He was touching my nose as well. And he noticed that I also had, my bone was like, it was like, the bone is here, but like, I don't know how to say it in medical terms, but I've got like another, like, it's expanded to here. And I asked him, is it gonna be an open surgery or a closed surgery? And I'm not quite sure. I think he said it's gonna be an open surgery, I don't know if they're gonna break my nose, but if they do, it's fine. It's okay. I wasn't too worried about bruising and swelling because that goes down in a couple of weeks. I was more worried, like, can you make the nose I want? And he was like, I want to make it as realistic as possible for people to see that you didn't go through surgery. And I was like, well, I don't mind, but I do want the nose I want. I was so like determined to have that nose that it was like on my mind for the whole time. So I told him, I don't really care what people think if I had a surgery or not. I would rather them say, oh, you got a surgery. Yeah, I got a surgery done. I just want the nose I want. That's my dream nose. And I told him, I know you can't do perfection, just improvement, and that's completely fine. But if you can get, we said this at the same time and I had goosebumps. If we can get, I'm going to quote it, if we can get closest as possible, at the same time we said this, I was like, yes, I'm absolutely happy. So he took the pictures, he put it on his computer, and then he did some photoshopping. And I asked him, do you do 2D or 3D modeling? And he was like, we do 2D modeling because 3D is unexpected, it's unrealistic. I always Photoshop my nose. I'm gonna say right now, I always Photoshop my nose. Every picture I take, I always Photoshop my nose, and I've told him that as well. So for me, having my nose Photoshopped by a surgeon wasn't like the most, oh my god, crazy thing, because I always do it to myself and I post it anyways. But it's the fact that it came so different to what I used to do. And so he Photoshopped it, and I looked at it, and I was like looking at it, and I was like looking at it again. I have to imagine it, and I was like, it looks so good, but would it fit my face? Because I don't know, maybe because of the picture he took, but I was a bit chubby here, and the nose was so small. I don't know, like I was so chubby in my face, and nose was so small because I was really fat. And I was looking at it, and I was like, I like it, but will it suit my face? Again, it's just a picture. So maybe now you can see that I'm not that fat. But on the picture, I was like this. It was a horrible picture. And if he posts on his social media, I don't mind at all. But it's a horrible picture. I was like this. And yeah, he Photoshopped it. And he was like, which one do you like more? And I was like, well, if I had the other nose, like 100% the one you made, yeah, I'll be happy, because that one is still better than what I have, this blob I have of a nose. And he did it, and I was like, I'm liking it, but can I have it a bit more like piggy? It's just flat, like there's no tip. And he was like, right, I see. So he did it, and he added a cute little like tip, and I was like, oh my god, that is so cute. I love that tip. That is so cute. I want that tip. It was so cute. It was just like a little pokey, like, oh, it was so cute. But because he worked here, he didn't work here. Curved it in like that, and then he put it up, and he added a little point, so it was proper like flicked up. Not too much, but it was like not natural. It wasn't, I say, you would look at me and you would be like, she either got a perfect face or she got a nose job. Those are the only two options, and the perfect face is not going to be there. So the nose was really cute, had a little tip on. It didn't really look natural, I would say, but it's what I wanted. If I'm paying that much money, I don't want you to just make me look small, this, that. Like, I want the nose of my dream. So he Photoshopped it, and I pointed out, oh, this part is like, it was dragging down like that, and I didn't like it. It was just not here, but it was so pulled down. And I was like, can we make this a bit more like more fixed, more in, like it's not dragged down? And he was like, we can, but there's gonna be like a small cut underneath your nostrils. And I was like, no, that's fine, hun, like you're gonna cut this anyways, so it's okay. Like a little scar, like makeup, whatever, like not even makeup, I'm not gonna cover my scar. My scar is there, like stretch mark scars, anything like that, I don't cover them. He spoke a bit more. He was like, do you have any questions? I was asking so many questions. We were actually talking about Turkey as well. I don't know how to say it, the anesthetic. The medication he was gonna put me to sleep. And I was saying, why, he showed me some pictures of some of his patients going through the knife, and they weren't bruised, and 90% of his patients weren't bruised. And I asked him, why is that? And he was like, well, it's because of the medication we use to make you sleep. So your level is like, I don't know how to say it in medical terms and in science terms, but I'm just going to say it in the most basic way as possible. The medication he's using is called Twilight something. I think Twilight Zone or Twilight. Anyways, you're sleeping, your blood levels are like this, and it's just staying like this. As soon as they switch the machine off, you will be awake within 30 to like 40 minutes. 30 to 60 minutes, I'll say. And then you can go home. And I've seen videos on YouTube, and there was this girl, she did a nose job with him. She had no bruising at all. Bruising, I don't mind, but there are some pretty bad bruising out there that I was like, oh, okay, like that looks like the person's about to die. And I was like, okay, then how come Turkey, let's just say, their bruising is pretty bad from all the vlogs I've seen? And he was like, well, it's because their medication, what they're using is quite different because it goes off and on. And I don't know what that means. I didn't really understand exactly how it works, but because of what they use, that when they switch it off, you have to stay in hospital because you have to stay a couple of hours there. You can't just get up and leave. But I mean, you're paying what, 2 grand, 3 grand, 4 grand for a nose job in Turkey that you might or might not, get it good. So with Turkey, I'm gonna get another video of Turkey because I have so much to say about Turkey. No hate, but I chose to do it in London, in Harley Street, because I feel safe. He would answer all my questions, and he would give his own like honest opinion about it, and he would be like, I don't think this would be good, He didn't really say I can't do the nose for you. He was more like, you don't want it too pointy, piggy up because it'll be unnatural, unrealistic. And as of course I said, I don't mind it being, unrealistic or unnatural. I just don't want it botched. That's number 1. And number 2, I don't want it looking too much work done. Like, I've got a bit of work done, but not too much. Maybe a medium, not a bit, medium work done. And then he went out to get the nurse, and she came in, and she was like, okay, let's talk about, first of all, she was like, are you happy with everything today? And I was like, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. And I said, if you're happy that everything's going well on your side, I'm happy on my side. And we both agreed to the terms, and we're like, yeah, let's continue with this operation. That sounds crazy, So she walked in and she was like, okay, so let's look at the cost. So she spoke with Dr. Julian separately in another room about everything, and he explained it to her. The total of my surgery, bear in mind, I am in Harley Street. It's a private clinic, okay? Dr. Julian, if you search him up, you will see how talented he is. And I've seen his work and everything, so I knew it was going to be expensive, I was prepared. I saved up for a very long time. I was prepared, but I underestimated how expensive that was because the total was £18,000. I was like, wow. I said that out loud. I didn't even held it in. I was like, wow. And she looked at me and she was like, oh, is it over your budget? And I'm like, no, hon. I don't have a budget. Even if my nose was 1 million, I will pay for that. You know what I mean? I will pay 1 million. I don't know how. I would pay 1 million to get my nose. I don't have a budget. But it did go over my savings. I have a savings, but not a budget. What do I do? I wasn't worried about the £300 I spent because you can't get that back. £300 is £300. Like, you can get that easily. Well, I could get it easily again. It's just the grands that are a bit like, ooh. I was like, I need to think, what do I do, fudge? And I was thinking like, I was gonna tell her, could you give me a second, let me call my mum? Again, another video about parents and everything because it was crazy with them, it was crazy. I was gonna call my mum and I just wanted to get it so done badly, and I was gonna just try and ask her if I could borrow at least 4 grand. I just need 4k from her. I was gonna call her and be like, Mum, look, you owe me all these years, please just let me borrow 4k. I promise I'll pay it back. I always paid them back, anything I borrowed from them. I love my parents. they give me a pain in the ass, but yeah, that didn't come to the, I didn't get there yet, because the nurse looked at me and she was like, oh, you're so sweet, I'm gonna give you my friends and family discount. And I was like, oh my God, like I was gonna say you don't have to, because I always say, oh, you don't have to, but I was like, please do. So she gave me the discount and I was like, okay, how much is this discount? Because a discount can be small amount or whatever amount it is. And she was like, so the total is now £16,000. And I was like, okay, we can work with that. 16 grand, I can do that. And I told her, how do you take your payments? I only had 14k. And she was like, we take it full amount, we don't do installments, we take it as full, as a whole, and you have to pay 28 days before your surgery. And I was like, okay, give me 5 minutes to work this out, because I know I can pull it off. So I sat back on my chair, got my phone, and I was like, all right, so 16 grand, I've got 14, I need 2 grand left. Right, what the hell do I do? I was like thinking crazy, and I was like, okay, so I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I managed to get the money. I didn't borrow from anyone as well. It was my own money as well. I just worked extra hard, and I haven't paid them yet, but I don't want to rush things in. I just want to like let my mind go over it. Like, this is something huge. You know what I mean? Because a surgery, it's like, oh, wake up, let's do surgery. No, you have to think about it. You have to, you know, why pay now? I've got 28 days to like think about it. I'm still thinking about it, and we're gonna see how it goes. So yes, so I said, okay, yeah, let's book it. So, and I'm thinking she's gonna book me in for maybe September, October, and then she was like, May. I was, okay, whoa, May. Oh, we're talking about May. May's like around the corner. May's in 2 months. May is so soon. And then she was like, is that too soon? I was like, no, that's perfect, because the sooner the better. And then she was like, May the 10th. And I was like, oh, my birthday's on the 9th. I don't want to do it the week of my birthday. So can we push it to next week? And she was like, yeah, sure, we can push it next week. So it's on the 18th of May. Yay! It's on the 18th of May on a Wednesday at 11 a.m. And she asked me, is 11 a.m. okay for you? Is that a problem? And I was like, no, sis, if it's 6 a.m., I'll be at your door. I'll be there. I am the shittiest person to wake up early. But if it's something this big, of course, I'm going to be there. So it's booked in already. And she was like, okay, just make sure to pay 28 days until your surgery. And I was like, yep, I got the money. I'm just thinking, you know, you never know. But I've been thinking, like, for all these years, of 7 years or 8 years of my life, nothing has changed my mind ever since. And I've been to therapy, I've been to this, I've done things to change my mind, but it's what I want. It's my dream, it's my goal. I'm in love with getting it. It's something, what, you know, if you want something so badly, like, go for it. If you have a career you want to do, go for it. It's just been on my mind for such a long time that I just can't, like, it's just amazing. And the fact that I did it all by myself as well, that is literally amazing. That is the end of this video. I'm gonna make episodes of my rhinoplasty. I'm gonna make journeys of my rhinoplasty, videos like what I bought from Amazon to help me with my recovery, videos on medication, Turkey, why I want my nose job, the day of my nose job, and then I think a year later on, because it takes a year to heal, fully heal, I will be doing a actual, like, this is the full result. You'll see me on camera, but still. That is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, which is Itslanyyy, down below. Give this video a like. Check out my other videos that I always do. Those are my proper videos that I always do. Follow me on my social media, Itslanyyy, and I will see you guys on my next rhinoplasty video. Bye!